Greetings everyone, Eric here, and welcome back to a new video. Like I did last week, I'm going to talk about the newest episodes of The Flash and Arrow. I'm going to start with The Flash since it was the first one to premiere. This week's episode of Flash was really awesome. It introduced a new villain. His name is Multiplex, and his abilities are basically he can make multiple copies of himself, basically splitting himself up. The only downside is it takes a lot of strain on him to control them all because they're not independent. He controls them. So that's always been kind of his weakness, and even in this episode, that was his biggest weakness, is that if you can find the one that looks like he's fatiguing, you found the original, and if you knock him out, the other ones just pop down. And now, I don't know if that's 100% accurate to the comics because I don't know the comics, but I really like the character. Spoilers, obviously there's spoilers all around, so just keep that in mind. They did kill him off, or at least I think they killed him off. I mean, he fell, but obviously with the way his ability works, I don't know if that's going to be a permanent thing. We'll see. Another thing they introduced in this episode, which I thought was really cool, is they finally brought in the Flash's one little weakness. Because of the way his body is now working, it is constantly in a hyperactive state. Obviously regeneration, where it allows him to heal quickly, but his metabolism is just through the roof. I mean, he's burning calories so quickly now, and they finally brought that up. He was having headaches whenever he was using his powers. He was getting lightheaded and just like feeling like he was going to pass out. And they finally told him, you need to eat more. You need to build up calories and build up sugar and, really pump yourself up. So that was something they finally talked about in this episode. And I really like that they brought that up and they're sticking to that, so that's good. It was funny, and I think it's going to bring a lot of comedy because you're going to have characters who are going to be seeing Barry with tons of food or empty food boxes around and just sitting there going, how are you eating all this? Because they even showed him this one scene where he had 4 boxes of donuts, and it was hysterical. Just 4 boxes of donuts, and Iris's father, I can never remember his last name. I think it's West, Captain West. I think he's a captain, or is he detective? No, detective. I think West, Detective West. I think it is. I can't remember. I'm bad with names, but the detective. At the end of the episode, it was really cool. He brought 4 boxes of pizzas for him, and it was all around hilarity. So, all in all, it was a really good episode. I'm still really loving this series. I'm really liking where it's going. I'm loving the characters. They did have a little bit of a nice little twist, little thing at the end that it tied into the twist at the end of the first episode, some of the things that they're slowly introducing here. And it's just really cool. I'm really enjoying it. The flashbacks are kind of cool. The characters are really great. The relationships between the characters are really good. The effects are phenomenal. When they were doing the multiplex things, when he was splitting up, man, it looked phenomenal. It looked like there were really that many guys there. The Flash's effects look awesome. All around, still enjoying the series. It was a good episode. Now, on to Arrow. Alright, so with Arrow, that I just watched technically tonight, but you're not going to see this until the next day. But I watched Arrow. Another really good episode. It was a really good, solid episode. Continued off from the first episode of season 1, so the last episode, where at the end of it, Sarah got struck with arrows. And so that it was pulling off from that. Obviously, Laurel, that really broke her pretty badly because she had already lost her once, and then they got it back, and then she just loses her again. So, I mean, that's just devastating. They didn't tell the father yet. He doesn't, Captain Lance does not know. And and none of the other ones know, and none of the others know. Ollie told her to tell her father. He just couldn't do it. She just couldn't do it because she saw that he was sick still, and he's just still in pain, and she didn't know if he could physically handle it. And I understand. I mean, he's sick still. I mean, he's still not 100%. So it's definitely something that they're having to deal with. Now, in the episode, they were trying to hunt down the guy who killed her. And they think they did because they found this guy who's been using archery, to kill off a bunch of people who are connected to a project. I can't remember what the project is. It was something with the oil rig things. And they eventually do track him down, and they do catch him. Laurel actually does try to kill him with a gun, but thankfully it wasn't loaded. You know, Ollie's not an idiot. So they caught him, but he said that he wasn't the one who killed Sarah. So they're trying to figure out where that connection comes in. So they got to figure out who's the archer who killed Sarah. You could almost think that it might be the League of Assassins because they do have a lot of archers on their side, or it could be maybe an ex League of Assassins person. Who knows? We'll see. I don't think it's Merlin. I really don't think it's Merlin because he's dealing with Thea right now. Because at the end of the episode, they showed that he has been training Thea all this time ever since the end of this the second season. I don't know what they're going to do with her exactly. I mean, the only other Archer character I can think of off the top of my head is Artemis, but I'm not too familiar with her. The only way I know Artemis is from the Young Justice, and I don't know if that was just created for that, so I don't know. I'm not familiar with these characters, so I can't say anything. I'm just interested in what they're going to do with it, because she looks like she's learned a lot in the, I think, what was it, like 6 months that he was out? Or the 6 month gap. So we'll see. I'm not sure, but I'm really interested in seeing where this is going. I guess the characters still great. The fight scenes are still good. I actually had something a friend brought up that I'm actually interested in. Is I wonder if they're ever going to change the costume for Ollie, because after seeing Roy's outfit, or Speedy is his nickname, or his hero name, his sidekick name, it does look a lot like when you see them standing near each other, man. Roy's outfit just looks so much better than Ollie's. So I don't know. I get why Ollie looks the way he does because of the correlation with the costume he had from the island. But at the same time, I really would like them to eventually update him. They updated his bow 3 times. I mean, he had the original bow, then he had it updated, and now he has a new one. So I don't know. Maybe they'll do that too. That's all I can really think of right now to talk about. I mean, everyone's dealing with the loss of Sarah. It looks like they might be trying to set up Laurel to be taking over as Black Canary, which I think Laurel's middle name is Dinah, and I believe Dinah Lance is the actual name of Black Canary, so maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know how it's going to go over very well, but we'll see. So yeah, that's all my thoughts on those 2 episodes. Really great episodes. I'm really enjoying them so far. I'm definitely going to keep following them, and we'll see where it goes, because there's just so many things that they can go with this, and I'm really curious to see where they're going. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next week, or at least I guarantee I will see you again next week for the next 2 episodes of Arrow and Flash. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your days. That was lame. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Later.